Introduction: The woman behind the image. Scarlett Johansson is not just one of Hollywood's most recognizable faces. She is one of its most misunderstood forces. For years, the world saw her as a beauty icon, a sex symbol, a box office guarantee, but very few understood the strategic mind, the silent resistance, and the emotional cost behind that image. This is not the story Hollywood sells. This is the story Hollywood rarely tells. Before sick cameras, a fragile beginning. Scarlett Ingrid Johansson was born on November 22, 1984, in New York City. Her family appeared artistic and intellectual, a Danish architect father, a producer mother. A home surrounded by culture, but emotionally, her childhood was unstable. Her parents' divorce deeply affected her. She learned very early that security is not guaranteed. When no one protects you emotionally, you learn to protect yourself. This emotional self-reliance would later define every role she chose. Discovering acting at 8. At just 8 years old, Scarlett told her mother, "I want to be an actress." She wasn't dreaming. She was deciding. Auditions came. Rejections followed. Casting directors said, "Too serious." Too mature, not childlike enough. What they saw as a flaw would later become her signature. Early roles and early labels. At age 13, the horse whisperer changed everything. Critics noticed. This child doesn't act like a child. The camera sees her differently. That difference became both a gift and a burden. Hollywood began labeling her far too early, mature, sensual, womanly. And once a label is applied, it's hard to remove. Lost in Translation, The Turning Point. In 2003, at just 19, Lost in Translation reshaped her life. She became an art house icon, a symbol of quiet desire, a modern femme fatale, but internally, she felt exposed. People thought they knew me. They only knew the character. The beauty trap. Scarlett Johansson faced a brutal paradox. Too beautiful to be taken seriously, too serious to be treated only as beauty. Interview questions focused on her body, not her craft. I felt displayed, not discussed. The psychological cost was real anxiety, emotional distance, constant self-defense, marriage, pressure, and failure. Ryan Reynolds, 2008 to 2011. 2 stars. Too egos. Too much spotlight. I was young. I didn't understand marriage. Romain Dariac, 2014 to 2017. A Quieter Life. A daughter, Rose Dorothy, but motherhood and career collided. Motherhood didn't soften me. It sharpened me. Marvel and the Fight for Equality. Black Widow began as a side character. Scarlett transformed her into emotional depth, moral conflict, feminine strength. Behind the scenes, she fought for equal pay. The Disney lawsuit, a historic moment. When Black Widow was released simultaneously on Disney+, her contract was violated. Scarlett sued Disney. The industry froze. I spoke not just for myself, but for everyone who comes after me. This lawsuit changed Hollywood contracts forever. Silent depression and control. Scarlett later admitted, some days, getting out of bed felt impossible. But in Hollywood, vulnerability is punished, so she stayed silent. She withdrew from social media. She controlled interviews. She protected her boundaries, not arrogance. Survival. The AI voice controversy. In recent years, an AI-generated voice resembling Scarlett's was used commercially without her consent. Her response was immediate and firm. My voice is my identity. Her stance ignited global discussions on digital rights, AI ethics, consent. Once again, she led without shouting. Wealth, power, and strategy, estimated net worth. $160 to $180 million, built through box office percentages, smart contracts, production roles, brand partnerships. She didn't sign what everyone signed. She negotiated. Roles she refused, Scarlett turned down. One-dimensional female roles, objectifying scripts, dependency-based narratives. Not every role belongs to me. Short-term loss. Long-term respect. Her feminism, misunderstood but real. She never used loud slogans. Her feminism lives in equal pay, autonomy, digital protection, quiet, effective. Who is Scarlett Johansson really? Personality, introspective, analytical, emotionally guarded, intuitively strong. Hobbies, cooking, classicfilms.yoga.es solitude, fierce control, invasion of privacy. Crowds. A woman who didn't disappear. Hollywood usually destroys women in two ways: total submission, total rebellion. Scarlett chose a third path. Staying inside the system without losing herself. Scarlett Johansson did not accept the limits placed on her. She quietly expanded them. She didn't scream. She didn't burn bridges. But she never bowed. And that is why she is not easy to love, but impossible to ignore. Scarlett Johansson's real beauty secrets. 1. Skin, fewer but more products. Scarlett doesn't like complicated routines. Gentle cleanser, moisturizer, sunscreen SPF is a must. I don't tire my skin. The fewer products, the better. She doesn't over-exfoliate. She doesn't try trendy products. She avoids treatments that will irritate the skin. Makeup. Less is more. She wears almost no makeup in everyday life. On the red carpet. Light foundation that evens out skin tone. Definite but soft eyeliner. Natural eyebrows. Nude or classic red lipstick. It doesn't hide facial features. It accentuates them. Nutrition. Staying fit without starving. Scarlett isn't obsessed with dieting, but she's mindful, dietary style. High protein. Vegetable-based. Minimum sugar, plenty of water. She particularly likes eggs, fish, avocado, green vegetables. You can't be beautiful by punishing yourself. Sports, not thin, but strong. Scarlett's goal is strength, not thinness. Her routines, Pilates, yoga, functional training, weight training, especially during the Marvel era. Therefore, her body is toned, her posture is strong, her movements are confident. The biggest secret, stress control. This is what truly sets Scarlett apart. No social media, no unnecessary interviews, no sharing of private life, silence, boundaries, control. Stress ages the face very quickly. Psychological beauty. Scarlett defines beauty as feeling safe, not trying to please everyone, not feeling the need to explain herself, not being afraid of aging. This is reflected in her face as a natural self-confidence. Is there any aesthetic procedures? The most frequently asked question, there are no excessive or facial alterations. According to expert opinions, minimal Botox to the extent that it preserves facial expression, skin care and professional touches. But no facial alterations with fillers. No excessive intervention. In short, Scarlett's beauty formula, few products. Lots of discipline, strong body, low stress, self-confidence. Focused on preserving beauty, not creating it. Scarlett Johansson proves that power doesn't need noise. Resistance can be silent. And true stars remain when the lights go out. If you were in Scarlett's place, what would you do? What kind of life would you choose? Write your thoughts in the comments. From ashes to legend, every story has a rhythm. You just have to listen deeply.